youtube.com/MugenLord. Subscribe to the channel for gaming news, updates, discussion, and live streams. Signing off.
Hey guys, it's MugenLord here. I'm back again with another video. It looks like the Nintendo just came out swinging with this Nintendo Direct, so I just want to talk a little bit about the Nintendo Direct and my thoughts and how I feel about it. But I also want to let you know that tomorrow, if everything goes the way it plans, we're going to just have a complete discussion video, which I'm going to be inviting my brother Keel Lantern and DX Strike onto the channel, and we're going to be talking about our thoughts and how Nintendo came out swinging really big with the Nintendo Direct. But in this video, I just want to give a little bit of, you know, a whole what I feel about it, a general reaction to how I feel about the Direct. It's for starters, Nintendo did exactly what I wanted them to do, make an announcement for having the SNES included on the Nintendo Online paid subscription service. It was about time. I mean, this is the 1-year anniversary for Nintendo Online, so it made sense for them to pretty much up the ante with this. Now, as far as the titles are concerned, we're getting about 20 titles, and it's going to be released September 5th, which is, I believe, it's tomorrow. So yeah, these titles was pretty much leaked earlier this year, pretty much in January of 2019 of this year. So people were just wondering, is only we have to wait for the right time to hear from Nintendo themselves and when he's going to make this. And I think they wanted to wait for the fall because they want this to carry over into the holidays. And like I said, it's the 1-year anniversary of the SNES. Not the SNES, but the Nintendo Online paid subscription. So I'm super excited for that because I'm definitely going to try. There's a couple titles already that I already have in mind that I want to play. And now I know this should build even more of an incentive for other people to get that paid subscription in order to try some of these NES games, and it definitely will be updating the library just like they update the NES library. Now, the thing I am disappointed about, they didn't really mention any changes or updates to the quality of life as far as the Nintendo Online paid subscription services. Like I said, they really need to fix how we communicate with other players. We do need a way where we get able to click on our friends on the friend list and actually able to send messages through the Nintendo Switch itself and everything. And if you want to check out that video, because I talked about it in a previous video called Nintendo Switch Online is pretty much hot garbage, you can check out that. I'll put the card at the top of this video, and I went into fuller detail. But I guess I can just be happy for now that we do have the SNES. That'll definitely hold us off, but we definitely need something from Nintendo as far as quality of life and other things they can do to improve the service. And I know improving the service may mean also increasing the price to the online service as well. It just makes sense for them to do that. So let's move on to the next thing. Now, another thing, they showed off more of Link's Awakening Legend of Zelda. Like I said before, we pretty much got the gist of what to expect from the game. I'm really looking forward to it. I love the visuals. Now, I know a lot of people are pretty much still conflicted about it, about the cartoony, the claymation type art style that it has for the game. But it just makes sense if you look at the Game Boy version of the game and how the models look. They just pretty much took that and then did a transition and brought it over to this. So I'm kind of curious to see what they do other titles like this, like Oracle Ages or Oracle of Seasons. But yes, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I can't wait to get my hands on the game, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. And then you look at Luigi's Mansion. Nintendo showed Luigi Mansion 3 some more gameplay, some more multiplayer features and everything, which like I said before, the visuals look awesome. Like the scenery, everything just looks beautiful. So I can't wait to get my hands on that game. I'm definitely may even do a review on the game. Not sure yet, but Luigi Mansion 3 is shaping up to be a pretty good game. So I'm excited for that. Now, one of the games that I'm mainly excited for that I've seen from the Direct, and they just teased us a bit more about it, is Trials of Mana. I'm really looking forward to that game. I was hoping, since they said that this Direct was going to focus mainly on games that's going to release in 2019, I was hoping that they was going to surprise us. Square Enix and Nintendo's going to surprise us and let us know that Trials of Mana HD, the remake, is going to come this year. But no, we're going to get it April 2020. So I mean, it makes sense. I mean, this window between fall to winter is pretty hectic for 2019, for the rest of the year. So them trying to squeeze that game in there, it wouldn't make sense. And this game pretty much come out a month after the Final Fantasy VII remake. So yeah, Square Enix is trying to squeeze everything in for their physical year. So it makes sense. But I'm definitely looking forward to that game. I'm super hyped for that game. I can't wait. I'm definitely gonna get it for the Nintendo Switch. And then another shocker that I wasn't expecting at all. they showed off a definitive version of the first Xenoblade Chronicles. Now, I never played the first Xenoblade Chronicles. I know about Xenoblade Chronicles, so my brother Keelancer has the game for the Nintendo Wii, and I watched him play it. I've seen a lot of playthroughs and videos of it. So I was really shocked. I was really more so expecting another Xeno game, but I was not expecting them to go back and do the definitive edition, and they remaking the game, which, I mean, I guess from a logical standpoint and a development standpoint and a cost standpoint, it makes sense because you was able to get Shulk as a blade in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you know, as DLC and everything. So it makes sense. They already had the character model already. Why not? And you already have the assets already done from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So it makes sense that, hey, why not use these same assets that we got? And we already had the character model of Shulk, and we might as well just do a ground up remake of Xenoblade Chronicles. So now, not only do you have Xenoblade Chronicles 2, now you have the first game in all of its HD glory. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now, as far as gameplay is concerned, I wonder if they're going to add some new gameplay elements, because they did improve on Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with the expansion pack from what I've saw. It looks really good, and I heard a lot of good things about it. My friends had the game, and they told me how much the expansion pack to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has improved on the combat and the gameplay. So I wonder if they're going to do the same thing, because I just don't think it makes sense to do a definitive edition version and then you go back and just revert back to the old gameplay style and don't do nothing different with it. Not only that, there's people also scouted that at the end sequence of the trailer, they showed an area which was pretty much a cut area from the original Xenoblade Chronicles, and it looked like that this area is going to be pretty much fully explored in this version, a definitive version of Xenoblade Chronicles. So I'm super excited, and it seemed like that this is another game we have looking forward to in 2020. Like I said, 2019 is pretty crowded with games, and then now with year 2020 just creeping up on us, it looks like 2020 is going to be shaping up to look good. And then of course they showed some more Animal Crossing. Everybody's expecting to see that, and everybody's looking forward to that. And like I said in the live stream, Animal Crossing is a pretty addictive game. And I learned, and Nintendo also showed me that sometimes you don't need games to have the ultra violence in it, where you get to shoot monsters and you cut people's heads off and stuff like that. You don't need that in order for it to be a good game or be an interesting game. It seemed like Animal Crossing is a very interesting game. I remember back on it when it was released on the GameCube, and I saw trailers of it. I was like, man, this game looked really boring. But my sister Manya, when our parents had bought her a GameCube for Christmas, and they got her Animal Crossing, and I sat there and watched my sister play it. And I was like, you know what? My sister let me try it, and next thing you know, I found myself hooked to Animal Crossing. It's a very addictive game, so I can see this having the same appeal for Nintendo Switch, but you can carry it everywhere, and it's going to have some more multiplayer and aspects added to it. So I'm super excited to see how this shape up and see how well it's going to do as far as sales are concerned. So it seems like Nintendo is really swinging heavy, really swinging big with this. We got a couple other projects that Nintendo has announced as well that's coming up. We have Daemon X Machina that's also getting another demo, which is a prologue or a story demo that they're going to get. So if you're interested and want to know more about Daemon X Machina, I advise you go check it out when they release the demo. That's shaping up to be a game that everybody can pretty much get their hands on and enjoy, especially if you're a big anime fan and you're into mechs. I think that's something that you guys maybe pretty much into. But as far as everything else with the Direct, there really wasn't anything else to me, in my opinion, that really stood out besides the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate announcements and everything else. But I really believe, oh yeah, and was it Rogue Soldiers, or is it an indie game? I can't remember the name off the top of my head. That's another game that's come out in 2020. It's a multiplayer game, and I think that looks pretty cool as well. And also we getting a free to start Kirby game, which is pretty much a boss fight type Kirby multiplayer game that you be able to download, and also you be able to equip your different Kirbys and give them different classes and everything. So I think that's also interesting that you can go check out as well. But as far as anything else, as far as the Direct is concerned, I think that pretty much wraps this up. I think Nintendo came out really strong with this, and there's a lot of games to look forward to throughout the rest of the year, and also throughout 2020. Now, I know a lot of you guys said, MugenLord, you never mentioned Pokemon. Pokemon Sword and Shield is not really my cup of tea. I'm not going to say that I won't get the game. I'll get it eventually, but not when release. I'll wait later on, probably wait a year or so before I go pick that game up when the price drop and everything like that. But that's it. I want to know, what do you thought about Nintendo Direct? And do you think Nintendo had pretty much a good presentation? And what games were you looking forward to that they announced in the Nintendo Direct? I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment sections below. And make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like this content. And also hit the bell to be notified for anything Nintendo related. This is MugenLord signing off. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below. And don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.